Well, hello again, all you lucky people out here on YouTube. Robert here again, and welcome to part 4 of my plant Parasite. The only human vein encapsulating plant parasite. This is I'm sorry it's been a while, I haven't done one of these. I did eventually go to that table dance in the donut and get my third CT run by the same place I did the first one, and even though the detector wasn't the highest quality, nor was the imagery, it still showed the structure, flower type structure on the subclavian vein, as well as progressions down into the heart, which I'll be showing you here in a moment. First and foremost, I went back to that doctor that after I got the radiology report, or basically indicated no anomalies in it, but nothing on the structure on my subclavian. It did suggest, though, that a better scan would be required in order to view any type structures on any of the vascular components. So I took all 3 sessions of the CTs to that doctor, who is an internal medicine doctor, and I showed him all the images, the standard CT, then enhanced, and then in 3D. And he told me, as a doctor of internal medicine, that he was not qualified, nor did he know how to read radiology. So, and went as far as to tell me, "Oh, you must believe me on this." Yeah, I believe you just as well as I believe Vance and Trump. But anyway, yeah. So I did. He did give me a referral to a surgeon, an orthopedic surgeon, who staff basically rejected my being able to drop off my information, all my CDs and my radiology imagery. I'm not going to leave my CDs with him, but leave my imagery with him and everything. So they refused to let me do that, to leave it for the doctor to evaluate. So I went and sought out my own surgeon. I did find another surgeon, a general surgeon. Presented my information to him, and he said he would not be able to help me, but he did refer me to a vascular surgeon. So this vascular surgeon has had my information now for about a month. I did call them a week ago and asked for an update. And I don't know if it's a good sign or not, but they told me that the doctor is still evaluating the information that I sent him. And I eventually was allowed to send my information to the surgeon the doctor that can't read radiology sent me to. I was able to drop the package off with him, and I haven't given him a call back yet. They're probably going to refuse it as well. The only thing I'm not requesting a miracle cure or for them to slice me up and to get this thing out. I'm just asking for a biopsy. I'm asking them to run a biopsy. But the most scary part to them is that for the information I told them, they have to be terrified in regards to it not being able to pass a peer review due to the fact that the established scientific medical paradigm states that plant material cannot survive within a human body, more or less thrive or grow. And as I said, they've gone through steps to go as far as to eliminate several world incidents. 3 of them with the same genus as I'm infected with. I don't know who would have the power to do such a thing, but they're doing it. So I'm trying to get this published. I have about over 2 years of documentation, of course, radiology, lab reports, every place in the world I've contacted or made an attempt to contact and relate this information, trying to acquire information, assistance, guidance, anything. Absolutely zero assistance in anything. So, I haven't been feeling so great lately. This thing has really been, I don't know what it's doing to my heart. It really hurts though, and I know it would do me any good to go to a hospital. So I'm gonna try to get this published, and we'll see what happens from there. I'm gonna publish this on YouTube, of course, and then try to get this published in a book. Of course, that's going to take having to get some money together to do this. And at the time, I really don't. I'm a man of very meager means and slim resources. So I don't know how to ask for help on this thing, but being that only maybe about 100 people have looked at all the videos I've put out, I'm not expecting much of anything. So, like I said, I did ask my mother to do something for me, though. I hope she's going to go through with it. And that is, if I wind up dead, if one day she comes in here or I don't get up, and she finds me, graveyard dead in here, I've asked her to go get, I'm going to buy one of those big old turkey, meat injectors. And I've already asked her, I said, fill up a cup of bleach, stick that injector in there, suck it up, and stab it. Well, actually, he's on this side. Stab it right in the junior. Kill it. Destroy it so that there will be no recovery from any agency, from the government, or any any professionals. None of them are going to get a sample of Junior and go run with it. If people really wanted a cure for heart disease, which I'm pretty certain this thing would be, considering I have 0 heart plaque, and no vascular coronary disease whatsoever, I believe this would be valuable. But being that it's in me, it's unobtainable, and no one's willing to provide assistance. So I have instructed my mother, I've asked her very dearly to destroy this thing, and so it's non-recoverable. I made sure I want to make sure that this is known and this is part of the public record, because I don't want her to get in trouble for it. So those are my final wishes. Other than that, when they cremate me, you could just stick me in a bucket that's got a small hole in it, hanging on the hitch of your truck, and just drive down the top of a mountain and let those ashes just just fly. But yeah, I've been more spiritual than religious. But yeah, back to Junior. I after this will be Dr. 23, and Dr. 23 and me is I basically have lost all hope and the will to pursue this thing any further. And I've gotten to that stage of futility where I just really don't give a fuck now. And I'm going to get myself a big old turkey injector and make sure we're always stocked up with bleach, because that's where I'm at now. Fortunately, my pain management doctor's been helping me out, so I don't have a primary at this time, not one that I could count on. Nothing that basically, yeah, it's all about just high blood pressure pills and taking vitamins and my pain meds, and that's it. So anyway, I'd like to show you the three examples of what I have. I'll show them to you in inverted gray with extreme dicom filter, and then I'll show them to you in 3D and inverted gray, and of course it's colored angio. So let's get to it. Okay, here we are again. This is what the original CT scan, a coronal 5mm, would have looked like on my chest. There's that flower, rosebud looking structure up there. Of course, as you go toward the spine, past the lungs, you see all these neat little structures up here. And as you go further back, you just follow them. They go all the way through the brachial plexus and create this little structure here, which leads to the thorn in the spine. And here we are. Here's the thorn in the spine. Of course, you could see this thing. Anyway, that's your standard filter. I forgot to mention, yeah, this is 5mm sagittal. And as you go along, you can see these other filaments. There's the root structure. This is another filament of it. And as you get over here, you can see that little rose-looking structure on the subclavian vein. And these are standard filters. This is exactly what a radiologist would see if he was looking at the imagery. And let's go ahead and modify this, shall we? Anyway, here's the coronal again, and of course you could see in the inverted grayscale with filter levels set all the way up to 565 and 4158. You could see this very apparent structure or structures that aren't supposed to be there. Of course, they don't come any further in it, but they go down into the heart and proceed all the way back under the brachial plexus here, and they just keep going and going and going and going until they get back to their little root structure right there. Right next to the spineal process. Okay, this was done in August 2022, and as I said, the structure, this little guy right here, is apparent at all 3 CTs. Next. All right. Here's a CT scan that was performed. Are they on there? Yeah. Anyway, here's a CT scan that was performed on December 2023, New Year's Eve, of all times. And I had this done because I was having as mentioned in previous videos, I was having a pancreatic attack, even though I don't drink. So I told the doctor that it's quite possible, after I showed him the 8/20/22 CT scan, I said it's quite possible that this organism right here, which of course this is what they would have saw when they looked at the CT there in the hospital, but I told them this might be responsible, and they wanted to keep me overnight, but my insurance wouldn't cover it, so they scratched out any mention of anything on my subclavian, said everything else looked good though, except for, of course, my pancreas, which if I bring it up, it's just going to be a hole. It's just a great big hole. And so yeah, definitely had some issues. And but yeah, they didn't mention that. And not only that, this scan really didn't show Junior all that well. I mean, it almost showed part of it, but not really. You can see there's something there, not as evident as the other. Okay, let's go ahead and doctor this one up. All right, let's take this up to about there. Take this way out there. Maybe not quite that far. And let's get what I've named Junior back into the picture. And as you can see, there it is. I could probably get a little more resolution out of that. Like I say, it took a lot to understand how to see this thing. It is very, very elusive, and yeah. So you could see a little bit more of the structure. Of course, you could see where it progresses into the heart. A lot of that might be also the imaging solution. Now, this is the normal size of my subclavian right here. Now, when it gets to this part, it gets encapsulated all the way down. And there are filaments all around the heart. course, it looks like it also comes all the way down here too. So it looks like it's gotten to the lower, maybe the lower, I don't know, is there a lower vena cava? But anyway, it's definitely progressed quite a bit. Now we go toward the back. There's this imagery, did not pick it out. It just wasn't there. So let's see what it looks like in 3D. Okay, this is the 3D image of the second CT, and as you can see, I got some leads hanging off of me. I guess the one to make sure I wasn't going to die on them. And let's rotate you a little. Oop. Let me fix it so you're not so jumpy. Alright. That's still going to be jumpy, but anyway, as you can see, you won't see anything on the back on this one. There are no just on the front here. So let's go ahead and take out some of the normal tissues, and you can see where you really progress to. And as you can see, it definitely goes all the way down into the heart. So there's the normal size. It's always fun manipulating this thing, trying to get it to center. Alright, so there's the normal size, and this is where it gets encapsulated all the way down into the heart. And if we rotate this a little bit, you can see where, you might be able to, I guess not on this one. You can see the progression into the heart through the spine on the other one. It shows the filament going around. I don't know, I haven't bothered to memorize all the names of all the components of the heart. So I really couldn't tell you at the moment where this thing is encapsulating everything at. But anyway, this is the second one. Let's go to the third. They say in order to be able to prove anything scientifically, you have to have 3 results. Well, here we have 3. We have 3 CTs, and they're all getting the same result, even though they were from 3 different machines. And no one is willing to say, yeah, we should find out what that is. No, everybody's running scared like a bunch of chicken shit. I didn't use that correctly. A bunch of chicken shits. If chicken shits were capable of showing fear. Anyway, to the third one. All right. And here we are with the third CT that was done in March of this year. This is a standard default filters, and there's my little rose structure on the subclavian. You see where it attaches right there. And of course the resolution is not of the best quality, so there are some little ghost hints of filaments of junior here and there, but nothing completely discernible except for what's on the subclavian vein. Now let's go ahead and I'll bring that down a little bit, and let's go ahead and filter it. see what we get. I'll take this up to about 500 or so. And bring this over. Oh yeah, see there they are. About 4,000. And this is from the same radiology group. And with that said, being it's from the same radiology group, it's been done with a different machine at a different location. But as you can see, in this extreme DICOM level, we still got some parts and pieces here that we could follow that take us all the way, not to the spine, but close. See, these things do not belong there. One of these things is not like the other. Anyway, let's go ahead and invert this. And like I said, this is how I found it. So this is number 3. This is CT number 3, which proves the existence of an anomalous structure on the subclavian. Now, all you so-called scientists, all you so-called radiologists, all you so-called doctors, all you so-called infectious disease specialists, or whatever professional title you may have, I would like to see one of you actually earn it and identify this thing. Do a biopsy. Put it in front of 10 peer reviews. Pull as many petals as you want off of this thing. Just do your fucking job and please let me know what this is. Of course, it's not going to make a difference because none of you are going to do it. You're all a bunch of cowards. And for those of you that have to see me get angry like this, I'm sorry, but the truth is that everybody's a coward who's a professional who should have some interest in this. I don't have any cardiovascular disease. My heart plaque score is 0 across the board. My heart rate goes down to 40, sometimes in the 30s when I'm sleeping, with a O2 level of 90 or above. This has got to be worth something to someone, somewhere. But you're not going to get it if I'm dead. What you're going to get is a bleach-cooked organism. So you can stick that in your pipe and smoke it, because either you're going to work with me on this thing or I'm going to destroy it. All right. Well, and with this, I apologize if I was speaking a different language, like French or something. As I said, I'm more than just disappointed or angry or hurt. I'm shocked that there are no professionals that will take an interest in this organism. I don't know what the hell the scientific world has come to, but all cowardice is the only and the first and foremost thing that comes to mind. I've tried to share this on YouTube on different sites like Y-Files, and they're blocking me as well. As I said, most AIs, they have eliminated this subject from all their eliminated this type of subject from all their data files. Any references whatsoever have been deleted. I don't believe in conspiracies, but I do believe in some major screw-ups and some, well, I don't have a good name for it, so I probably should keep away from that aspect, but none further what I've already shared. So anyway, with this and with that and with these and those, I hope you could get something from this video. I hope this might inspire somebody to do the right thing. I certainly hope that if you're going to do something, you do it soon, because I don't think I have very much longer. It's taken a lot of pain meds to keep this thing under control, and I don't intend to keep taking them either. So anyway, if any of my family, if I have any family that watches this, definitely want to let you know that this is me. This is what happened to me. And all those people out there who are skeptics and rather try to say it's a fungus or I'm imagining things, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You people don't know any more than I do. As a matter of fact, I might know one or two things more than you do. Until anybody is willing to find out, this will be a mystery. It might even be a cure for a number of other things, being that this is the first plant species that I've ever heard of existing in a person for this long, and not constituting a complete infection of tissues. So somewhere there's a symbiosis taking place. And again, it's too bad no one's going to get a chance to study this because they don't want to. So with it, let it fry. Let everybody fry. Why not? And I would like to say I love you all, but I only love a few of you out there that actually give me the strength to keep on going and to keep on fighting this thing. And also, I want to let you all know, of course, this includes everybody. And that is, when I do, if I get a chance to publish a book on my plant, the plight of my plant Parasite, I will, in the credits, I know I won't be able to post all the names of all the doctors and researchers and websites as basically turning me down or accusing them of any wrongdoing. So my plan is to publicize the entire story of all the doctors as numbers, and in the credits list all their names as the ones who led me to discover this organism. The only, unless this ever becomes officially discovered and a biopsy is ever done, I'll just call it Harbinger's disease, since that's the channel name I chose for YouTube and also TikTok and a few others. So if you're ever looking for me out there, just remember Harbinger 999, and you'll find me. Anyway, that's my story. I would say I'm sticking to it, but most likely I got stuck by it and it's sticking in me, so we're stuck together in this. until the end. So y'all take care of yourselves out there. Take care of your family. And if you have a loved one that claims to have something in their body that's not supposed to be there, please give them your attention, give them your love and your understanding, and help them either find it or help them live with it. And with that, may all your YouTubers out there have a wonderful rest of your lives. Bye.